how do you know if you're equalizing and clipping the right way? From coaching one-on-one in my mentorship group, I've learned that most producers think the only way to get better at mixing is decades of trial and error. That's definitely half true, and that's how legends like Mike Dean and Alex Toomey refine their skill and taste. But the thing that actually allows this to happen is ear training. Over years, they've trained their ears to notice when frequencies are too muddy or when the dynamics are overcrunched. But one way to totally skip all the time it takes to do this is by using tonal balance to adjust your mix based on a graphical representation of the frequency distribution. Doing this repeatedly over time trains you to notice the subtle ways that equalization, saturation, and compression affect your mix. Let me show you what I mean using this beat that I'm working on right now.
So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is open tonal balance on your master, and you're gonna wanna open it at the very top of your chain so that nothing else is causing effects to happen afterwards, so that it's catching like everything that's happening to your master signal. I like to switch it to the fine setting because it lets me get really granular with the way I adjust my frequency distribution. And then tonal balance is cool because they have a bunch of these stock references that you can use to kind of adjust the tonal balance of your beat or song or track or whatever you're working on. And then you can even create your own custom target files or full folders, so you can basically create an entire folder of references that it'll then build a curve off of, which is so cool. And I used to have a bunch of those on my old laptop. But that's pretty much everything you need to know about tonal balance. Not sponsored. This is just one of the game changers for my career. You can use pretty much anything that will control level, frequency distribution, or dynamic range to kind of manipulate the way the tone ends up manifesting in your track. But like we've been talking about, equalization is going to be the main thing. And you'll see that as we get into this example. So something that's really cool about tonal balance is that it allows you to use any other isotope plugin in conjunction with it. I've got this Neutron console that just has an equalizer slotted into it right now. And then since we know this is Neutron 7, we can rename this as Master Neutron. And then we can go to select the source in tonal balance, and we see our master neutron right here. And then we can use these EQ bands to literally tweak it, and we'll see that it's changing the EQ bands on this neutron as we go. So we're actually very balanced right now. I just see that I'm lacking a little bit of that power right here around 500, which makes sense because that's where a lot of like melody and like really tonal instruments are going to get their body and fundamental character from. And then we've got a little bit of like something that we really want to attenuate here, and I'm gonna guess that's due to the hi-hats, and that's pretty common in R&B and trap and stuff like that. You know, you've got those ticker kind of hi-hats going repetitively. So now let's use EQ to kind of tame everything and add color back into our mix. So right off the bat, I'm gonna tame this right here. Yeah, and I'm liking that. And you see how it's just adding that band right there? I love that. Okay, now let's use this band to add a little bit of that body right back around 500.